Here we are in video 6. More of what organisms need to survive. Living space. All organisms need a place to live, a place to get food and water and find shelter. Because there is a limited amount of living space on Earth, some organisms may compete for space. Plants, for example, occupy a fixed living space. Above the ground, their branches and leaves compete for living space with those of other plants. Below ground, their roots compete for water and minerals. Unlike plants, organisms, such as animals, move around. They may either share living space with others or compete for living space. So think of, birds competing for nesting spots, or animals in a burrow competing for the same hole, in a tree, hole in a tree competing for that for nest, and so forth. So everything competes somehow, even if it's not direct fighting competition. Stable internal conditions. Because conditions in their surroundings can change significantly, organisms must be able to keep the conditions inside their bodies constant. The maintenance of stable internal conditions, despite changes in the surroundings, is called homeostasis. You know that when you are healthy, your body temperature stays constant despite temperature changes in your surroundings. Your body's regulation of temperature is an example of homeostasis. Like think about when you get a fever and your body temperature rises and you feel sick, that means there's something wrong inside of you and your body is trying to fight it. Or if you get the chills and your body temperature drops, things just don't feel right and you may shiver. It's only when your body is 98.6, that's the temperature humans are, that's when you feel right. Other organisms have different mechanisms for maintaining homeostasis. For example, imagine that you are a barnacle attached to a rock at the edge of the ocean. At high tide, the ocean water covers you. At low tide, however, your watery surroundings disappear and you are exposed to hours of sun and wind. Without a way to keep water in your cells, you die. Fortunately, a barnacle can close up its hard outer plates, trapping a bubble of water inside. In this way, the barnacle can keep its body moist until the next high tide. Page. Oh, and that looks like it. So, this is the last of the videos for this this reading. You do not need to answer the questions in the Section 1 review. Make sure you are doing all the parts of your notes, like going to the left-hand side and pulling out main points, key points, and main ideas. Make sure you're putting vocabulary there, and make sure you're summarizing at the bottom of each page. You will have a number of pages of notes when you are done. See you in class.